That was amazing last night. The Bears absolutely dominated. And I heard Chicago's football team actually played a game too. Hey guys, everybody. This is Conspiracy Brothers podcast. We are the brothers. That's Adam. That's Brian Aldred. And we're going to bring you a conspiracy again. A couple past things that have been going on in my life. I'm a new grandfather.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I recently did a show at a theater, and they made some signage, put some advertising out there.
Everything went well.
They let me take it home. And other than the GE at the end of my name, everything went fine. They just put Brian and then Aldred.
But it's spelled with a GE, right?
Originally on the our family that came over here on the Mayflower. Aldridge.
Ray Aldridge?
Ray Aldridge. We stole your land.
Yeah, we got it. We got it. You used to have land. Our family came and took it.
Yeah, classic Aldridge move. Yeah. But yeah, that's cool. Brian Aldred did some shows. They were fun.
Yeah, I bet. How is he?
Good. He did good.
If you had to rank these three comedians, we'll say, give me Brian Aldridge, give me Randy Edelman, and give me Brian Aldred. Rank those three.
Brian Aldred was on fire this weekend.
Okay.
So he's number one, and then Aldridge will go number two, and then Edelman third.
Ooh.
Yeah, you shocked me.
He's got a specific kind of humor.
He's got a specific kind of bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like bad humor.
Here's what it reminds me of, the poster. They just ran out of room.
Yeah, they had a font. They selected a font.
And they were like, we are not making a smaller type.
No.
And it reminds me of John Mulaney, the comedian. He's got a great bit about someone putting happy birthday. And he goes,
okay,
and they start big ass H, A, oh no, P-P-Y, and then big ass B, we've learned nothing.
Oh, man. I've done that like in school. You make like your science project, and you get there and you like start curving around the whole board. Like, oh.
Yeah, so they committed, and they did not falter from their type.
Hey, look, we could go back, change the font for all these letters, make it a little smaller, even just the last name.
Mm-hmm.
Or
that's how many letters
stay committed to what we got going on.
Because the guy opening for me's name was Jander Gray, and they're like, "Hey, man, you either get a name like his that's nice and short."
Maybe they were getting charged by. Maybe they had enough ink for. They didn't want to put no more money into that project.
Anything new with you going on, man?
Not really.
Nice.
That's
always fascinating banter back and forth at the beginning of these shows. The gist of this podcast is we are brothers, and we have a multitude of things we talk about. But the big thing that we always talk about a lot is we're always sending each other conspiracies.
Yes.
We don't know if we necessarily believe them, but we're like, wow, wouldn't this be wild?
Every once in a while, you'll sneak a pick in there.
Yeah. If Donald Trump was a time traveler with Nikola Tesla's, we should do an episode on that.
We should.
Yeah. And or just like, hey man, do you think we ever landed on the moon? And you're like, nah, man.
Or what if this celebrity died but he didn't?
Yeah. Also, shout out, send your feedback through comments. Like if you think we're not taking a subject serious enough, or you don't like our blasé attitude,
so
just let us know.
Yeah. And then we'll probably ignore it.
Yeah.
But we want your participation.
We want the feedback. We will do nothing with that feedback, but we want the feedback. Mike Tyson's overrated. Okay.
Nolan Ryan.
This week, we're going to dive into, we're going to talk about a general and specific conspiracy.
Yes.
The general conspiracy is going to be
let's try that again.
Sensationalizing.
Okay.
Murderers.
All right.
Like, right now Netflix has like an Ed Gein story where they're going to play him as a sympathetic figure.
Right.
Jeffrey Dahmer, they're like, oh, I see what makes him like.
I'm sure he ate a guy.
Yeah. Here was my favorite part when the Jeffrey Dahmer thing came out. This is going to get us canceled, by the way.
All right. I like it.
It came out, and what did he get convicted of doing? Not allegedly. What did he get convicted of doing?
Cannibalism?
Yeah. So he would, find someone, bring them back to his house, I'm assuming murder them, and then eat them.
Right.
And then articles came out Jeffrey Dahmer was racist. Like, and they're like, look, we can excuse.
Do you want the white meat or do you want the dark meat?
So what they do that now, the one we're going to touch on, do media companies not necessarily follow the facts of a story, but create their own story within the story to sell it.
Get the views.
Now, I guess anybody could just go out and be like, this is what happened. Goodbye. So obviously you have to tell some sort of story, but to intentionally tell a different story, we'll get into what we think about that. In the form of specifics, we're going to talk about the case from Manitowoc, Wisconsin. Brandon Dassey, Stephen Avery used to pitch for the Braves.
Steve Avery did.
Yeah. This Stephen Avery, they said he was falsely imprisoned for one murder.
Was it a murder or was it just a rape?
Just a grape.
A grape.
But I think he did it, allegedly.
The first one that he got a release for?
Yes.
Okay.
And so we'll get into that a little bit. And then later we might, we're going to start a new top 5 thing.
Yes. And
so this time we're going to draft top 5, either snack cake.
Ooh.
Now, the only rules is it can't be a peanut butter and chocolate candy bar.
Cannot be a peanut butter
and chocolate. So like Reese Pieces, Reese peanut butter. Because those are whoever gets that pick's going to win the draft.
Does Butterfinger fall in that category?
No, because it's brittle. So do you know what I'm saying? Like whoever gets Reese's Cups is going to win the draft.
Right.
Because then you go Reese's Cup, the other person hits Kit Kat, and then you get Reese Pieces on the back end, and now you're just dominant. So it's going to be
do the draft?
We're going to draft our favorite, and you got to throw it. You got to get one cake in.
So is it snack cake? I mean, snack cake, is it just snacks in general? Because snack cakes and candy bar are different categories altogether.
Nothing salty.
Pause?
Yeah, nothing salty.
Okay.
So just candies.
Okay.
Candies and or snack cakes. No Twinkies.
Candy bar and or snack cake.
Gotcha.
Snack cake.
Okay. So that's exciting. See, we teased something that's going to happen near the end. So either someone will just be like, well, I'm just going to fast forward to the snack cakes. Still counts as view time.
Yeah, no, all we need is like 10 seconds of watch.
And so, and then right now, we'll hit on the meat of this, the main course.
The main course.
This was the appetizer.
Then we're going to hit the main course.
Then we're going to hit the main course.
Dessert, dare I say?
Yeah.
Snack cakes?
Snack cakes.
All right.
So, about 10 years ago, in late 2015, Netflix released a documentary that just went ballistic.
Like a decade ago.
10 years?
Roughly.
Late 2015, huge documentary. It was one of their first mega hits.
Yes.
And so, like, now Lion King, or what was he?
Tiger King.
Tiger King hit big, but we'll never know if that wasn't aided by the pandemic.
Carol Baskin,
that no good Carol Baskin, right here in Tampa.
Yeah.
And we'll never know if Tiger King's success wasn't largely due to us all being locked up.
Stuck in their house.
But making him a murderer was a giant hit. We're going to discuss the factors of the case.
Yes.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Where we think Netflix maybe intentionally, unintentionally led us astray. And then we'll give you our opinions.
I agree.
Mostly Candace Owens' opinion.
Yes.
That we're going to plagiarize.
Yes.
Okay. Lead us into it, Mr. Aldridge Adam.
So as you stated, we were talking about Making a Murderer, the conspiracy theories behind it, and then touch on some Netflix, the filmmakers. Motives.
Okay.
So the 2015 Netflix documentary series, Making a Murderer, highlighted...
Can I interrupt you?
Yeah, go ahead.
Now, I looked right into the camera, and I was like, in 2000... June, I glanced at your paper first.
That's a professional. That is a professional.
I glanced right over at your paper to set you up. Like,
it's weird. Like, it's like I just had it laying there.
Yeah.
All right. Professional.
Hey.
Real quick, too, if you guys do leave a comment, go ahead and wish this man a happy birthday.
52 years old. Don't I look good?
Yeah. Happy birthday, October 15th.
Yeah. Social security number? No.
So back in 2015, Netflix documentary series Making a Murder highlighted a conspiracy theory allegedly that Wisconsin law enforcement framed Stephen Avery for the 2005 murder of Teresa Halbach. So a 10-year documentary about a 20-year-old murder. You're getting it today.
Yeah, we don't. Why?
We don't procrastinate.
Well, we don't jump.
Oh no, yeah, we don't jump to the
No,
don't jump up.
Our last episode of Kurt Cobain was from 1994.
Yeah, but
So
no, we like to get the facts.
yeah, we don't. We take our time.
The murder of Teresa
Next
Halbach.
week we'll do Helen Keller and see how that goes. We really should.
Amelia Earhart.
She got lost.
The filmmakers suggested that police, particularly those from the Manitowoc County Sheriff's Department, planted evidence and coerced a confession from Avery's nephew, Brendan Dassey.
I
just want to go
WrestleMania.
Guy just want to see WrestleMania. To ensure Avery's conviction and a multi-million-dollar civil lawsuit, key elements and alternative theories presented in the documentary and by others include. So, real quick before we jump into that is a key thing that's probably going to be mentioned going forward. But there, before this murder took place, he had got released from jail for a previous case where I can't remember if it was just a grape, or a grape and a murder, But so he got released after they found him innocent.
Exonerated
no. DNA.
Was it exonerated? See, we should have done this research. Was he exonerated, or were they just like, oh, he might not have done it?
I think he actually. I think evidence, DNA evidence or something.
Okay. All right. Okay.
I could be wrong.
Yeah.
I probably am.
Probably are.
But which then resulted in him being able to. He started suing the county.
Okay.
Or I think it was a $36 million.
Yeah. What kind of lawyers do you think he got?
Very honest, intelligent.
Like, there's 192 countries in the world.
Right.
Would his lawyers be allowed in like all of those countries, or are there like 109 countries where the lawyers are not allowed to live?
Well, who are you speaking of?
No, just go on. Just go.
If you had to rhyme it, like what's it rhyme with?
New.
Do they live in
newish?
Okay.
Hanukkah. Okay.
Chuckanucca. So the first thing we'll touch on is police framing and planted evidence. Huh? You good there?
Yeah.
All right. Police framing and planted evidence. Well, yeah.
They did the OJ to him.
So the motive was the $36 million lawsuit. So it was $36 million.
Mm-hmm.
Avery had been released from prison in 2003 after serving 18 years for a wrongful grape conviction.
So he served 10 of the 18.
Yes.
Okay.
He was in the process of suing Manitowoc County, its former sheriff, and the former district attorney for $36 million. The lawsuit was considered a significant threat that could have financially ruined the county and disgraced law enforcement officers.
It stopped me if it's in your research. The counties and things like this are insured against lawsuits, so none of this would have ever.
Yeah, no one. You can't bankrupt.
None of this would have ever came.
Where we?
They're not going to.
Florida.
Yeah.
They don't have police anymore.
Yeah, they're not going to shut down the public schools over this lawsuit. It's insured. An insurance company would have paid it. An insurance company would have negotiated a lower buyout.
Imagine, right?
Yeah, because you know who runs the insurance companies.
The newest.
Yeah, I'm not even going to say it. Yeah.
Say it. Don't leave them hanging, man.
Put on your yarmulke. I gotta stop that. There's too much singing.
That's why I continue. Does that work? Is the song here? What if we alternate?
15 seconds is what you're allowed.
All right, let's stop right there then.
15 seconds is a long time, though.
You already know, man. You already know.
Yeah, twice.
It's like we share two brains. Or one brain.
We do only one can use it at a time.
Police involvement in the investigation. So despite a conflict of interest due to the pending lawsuits, Manitowoc County Sheriff officers remained involved in the Halbach murder investigation, a decision that has been heavily scrutinized.
So they're not willing. They're like, look, that leads me to believe he got out on a technicality. If they're like, no, we're still investigating this case,
Right.
like a piece of the evidence was bad or something like that.
Like they feel he's guilty from
Yeah,
that. We're gonna get him on this,
yeah.
which leads to eventually
Yeah.
some of my thoughts
Okay.
about this. But so the people that he's suing right now, or not right now, but at the time, probably right now still, are now looking into him for this case. The key discovery. So after multiple searches, this was a good one. After multiple searches of Avery's trailer came up empty, Manitowoc County Lieutenant James Link and Sergeant Andrew Colburn found Halbach's key inside his trailer.
Yeah.
The key had no trace of Halbach's DNA, but contained Avery's DNA, leading to speculation that it was planted after being wiped clean.
Okay.
So I don't know if you remember watching the
I do.
like the photos of it in the documentary, and it was like just laying right there.
Also, if you shake a bookcase, and it's in the bookcase, not on the shelf, not on the shelf. If it's in the bookcase, it fall out. Yeah, which I think that's what happened. I don't. I think the key was in the ignition of her car.
Yeah. Key in the ignition.
Yeah.
Okay.
Of her car, because he ditched her car on his property. Yeah.
So
hold on. I think he's gone now, so he can't come for me. I think OJ did it. I know it's a way controversial.
He did this one?
No.
He's all over the place.
I'm gonna pass out. I'm gonna pass out. If I pass out, we're keeping it in. We are keeping it in if I pass out.
I hope so. Because I don't know how to turn this off.
No, this one, I think OJ did the Nicole Brown Simpson and whatever.
That makes way more sense.
But I also think they planted evidence.
Oh, yeah.
I think with no knowledge, I think the key might have been still in her ignition. I know he ditched the car.
Right.
And I think the cops were like, oh, there's the key. Let's put this in his. They did too much because finding the car would have been enough.
And I agree the similarities between the OJ case and this, when we get into it more, like I said at the end, do align with my thought process of, spoiler, guilty, not having enough evidence to get that guilt.
Yes.
And then
he did it, but you
can't.
Yeah.
So also there was the blood vial. There was a sealed vial of Avery's blood from his 1985 rape case was found in the Manitowoc County evidence locker. It appeared to have a puncture hole, leading the defense to suggest that police could have used it to plant blood in Halbach's
That was way explained. So well.
It'll be mentioned here later too when we start trying to maybe crap on Netflix, people that made the Netflix one a little bit, because there was also the counter one. What was that? There's a site for like the right wings called like Daily.
Don't pretend we're not both members of the Daily Wire streaming service.
Do I have a membership? I don't know. Do I watch Matt Walsh's show? I don't know.
All right.
But so they also had made a counterpoint to the murder called Convicting a Murderer.
Yeah, I watched it for this episode.
Yeah, I don't watch it. I'm not into that kind of stuff. You probably just told me about it because after you logged on to my
I miss Candace Owens and Ben Shapiro being friends.
Yeah, that was a good time. They are not so.
They are not
anymore.
so. It's because Ben Shapiro said Jew.
License plate call. There was a license plate call.
That's the end of the first episode.
I believe so.
Yeah.
Or they find the car on his property, or
yes.
Okay. A critical piece of evidence cited by the defense was Sergeant Andrew Colburn's call to dispatch. Got a strong D. Pause. To dispatch to run Halbach's license plate. The call was made on November 3rd, 2005, 2 days before her car was officially located on the Avery property. So some people found that a little...
Yeah.
Obviously. So another big component to this is we're going to move on to a little bit is Brendan Dassey, Stephen Avery's nephew, was it?
Yes.
Okay. His he
was allegedly sexually abusing.
His coerced confession. So if you watch the documentary, which, like I said, is 10 years old, I'm guessing a lot of people that have watched it.
A lot of people watching the show probably watch things that
not
are 10
the
years
brightest, old. The brightest crayon in the box, not the sharpest crayon in the box.
Okay, if he were a parking lot,
if he was a parking lot,
there would be tar on it. But then they would have to.
If they did it again,
they would have to do it again.
If they went over it,
they would have to retard
it.
They would have to retard we're gonna retard the
surface.
Yeah.
Okay. False promises. At the time of the interrogation, Brandon Dassey was a 16-year-old with we'll call it an intellectual disability.
a Forrest Gump-like IQ.
Yes. Not smart.
Not smart.
Not a smart man.
I'm not a smart man.
Sabrina fell for that one. Remember that? Yeah. The documentary shows investigators using coercive interrogation techniques because no one ever does that before. Like
they asked him questions,
right,
and then asked him like counter question. They tried to catch him in a lie.
Yeah,
that's what they did. And hold on, at any time he was free to get up and walk out of there.
Including making false promises, which happens all the time.
You're allowed to do that.
I watch a lot of Law and Order.
Absolutely allowed to do that.
Mom and Dad watch a lot of Matlock.
Yeah.
Making false promises, suggesting details of the crime to him.
Totally within the
and minimizing his involvement, leading him to confess that helping Avery.
Hey, if you just helped with it,
Yeah.
that's all par for the course.
You let us know what you know, man. If all you do is help, we're after him.
Yeah. They can lie to you. They can even say, "Hey, Stephen's sitting in the other room.
He's telling on you, right?
The first one of you
to give this
they can do all of that." Yeah.
Inconsistencies. Dassey's confession contained numerous details that did not match the physical evidence. He later recanted his statement, but was convicted based on the confession.
Yeah.
So he found out I'm going to jail and said, "Nah, maybe I didn't do it."
Yeah. Well, no, he did it. And then he's, in my opinion, well, not in my opinion, he got convicted.
Yeah, he got convicted.
So I can say that. He did it, and he's thinking he's outsmarting the cops.
Right.
By like, ooh, if I just tell him I did this.
If I tell him I just want to go wrestle.
I'm not gonna get in that much. Yeah. So of course his confession is not going to line up. His confession is going to line up with what he thinks makes him look not innocent.
Correct.
Yeah.
Appeals and reversals. In 2016, a federal judge overturned Dassey's conviction, ruling that the confession was involuntary. An appeals court upheld the conviction the following year, so now Dassey remains in prison but does maintain his innocence.
Here's what I'm gonna do. We don't get political here a lot.
No.
I'm going to get semi-serious
We're
political.
actually asked not to.
Throw jokes in if you need to, because I'm going to get actually political.
Oh man.
It's disgusting how judges used to be lawyers, moved their way up to judges, and then took all of their personal beliefs and tossed it aside, interpreted the law, and made a decision. Now judges are activists.
Oh,
they're activists. They're like, this judge that got overruled by an appeal was like, ooh, I can be super popular. This documentary, I'm going to look good in public opinion, and made a horrible bad decision.
Not even for that, though. Just like you said, too, they'll just let their own personal views.
Yes.
Cloud their judgment. No pun intended. Cloud their judgment.
Yes. All right. That was our leading in. That was our political minute.
By the Conspiracy Brothers. Brought to you by.
Paid for by Couchfucker 2028. That's who was going to win in 2028.
Who?
The Couchfucker.
Oh, yeah. No, whoa, it took me a second.
Yeah, took him a second too.
Other alleged suspects on.
I wonder if the couch he did that to was a Vera Wang. Okay, go on.
Wang's another word for.
Yeah. No, I was going that he's got like an Asian.
I thought you meant Wang as in.
It's Wing Chun.
Wang.
Everybody go Wing Chun tonight. I'm gonna get us copyrighted. No, I was.
You know a lot of singing.
I was going racism.
I thought you were talking sexual genitalia.
Okay,
genitalia.
Fair enough. Open to interpretation.
All right.
Let me get this label in here.
Brought to you by.
All right.
Other alleged suspects and alternate theories. So there was also Bobby Dassey and Scott Taddick.
Yeah.
These are alternate suspects proposed by Avery's post-conviction attorney, Kathleen Zellner, as well as by Avery's original defense team. Bobby Dassey is Stephen's nephew and Brendan's brother. Scott Taddick is Bobby and Brendan's stepfather. A theory suggests they were involved in the murder at a quarry.
Go on, I said the word. Quarry.
Yeah, it starts with Q.
Road, yeah.
And moved Hallbach's car and remains in the Avery property.
Oh, yeah, her bones were in the burn pit.
Yes.
Okay.
Teresa Halbach's family and associates. Some conspiracists have speculated about the actions of Halbach's ex-boyfriend and brothers. I don't know if they're the same person. That's kind of odd. But anyways, noting certain behaviors during the trial that they deemed suspicious. This includes questions about the deletion of voicemails from her phone and Halbach's brothers speaking about her in the past tense before her remains were identified.
Now, this is all par for the course for murder. The defense attorney is going to be like, he could have done it. Yeah. And then you can just, with no evidence, I've never been to Idaho, I don't think. Yes, I have. But I've never murdered anyone in Idaho. If there were a murder in Idaho right now and they wanted to pin it on us without evidence, now they're not to get us convicted, right, but a defense attorney could be like, look at these two, they hate Boise State.
So say there's like a murder that ever happened in Jerusalem.
Yeah. Okay.
Not that we talk about them very often.
Yeah.
But yeah, it would be easy.
They'd be like, look, them two don't like you.
To point a finger or something else our way.
Yeah. Which is disrespectful to the 500,000 people that lost their life. No.
Oh, man.
All right.
Jeez, where were we?
I don't know.
Serial killer Edward Wayne Edwards. Yeah, you heard that, right? His name is Edward Wayne
Edwards.
In case you didn't get it the first
time. Got it.
Another theory suggests a serial killer who was active in Wisconsin and known for framing others may have killed Halbach. Edwards died in prison in 2011. Yes. I just wanted to throw that in there for me. Also, we got some things that people felt uncomfortable with was the prosecutor Ken Kratz, his conduct during the trial.
That big old fat guy with the high-pitched voice.
Yeah.
I think he did it. He killed her. Oh, Mickey Mouse.
Like, I was about to say, what's going on here?
Burn, burn, burn.
How would he introduce himself, though?
Hi, I'm Ken Kravitz.
Nice to meet you.
I'm going to prosecute this guy for a murder I did. I mean, he did.
A sexual misconduct scandal he had, apparently.
Oh, so he was like, hey, man, takes one to know.
Gotcha. Special prosecutor.
Game recognizes game. Yeah, that's what he said when he.
Real G's move in silence. Special prosecutor Ken Kratz, who tried the Avery case, was forced to resign in 2010 after a scandal revealed he had sent sexually suggestive text messages to a domestic violence victim whose case he was prosecuting. He was later suspended from practicing law.
Nice. Classic Ken Kravitz.
I call that opportunistic, to be honest with you. I mean, you give me this information, what am I supposed to do with it? Yeah. Inflammatory press conference. Kratz held press conferences where he publicly detailed his version of the crime, citing details from Brendan Dassey's coerced confession. Critics, including legal scholars at Cornell Law School, have called this profession's misconduct and an attempt to prejudice the public against Avery. These conspiracy theories have gained prominence following the release of Making a Murderer and continue to spark debate about the integrity of the criminal investigation and justice system.
Yeah, it's just that's right now we're doing that a little bit with prosecutors. When they're trying a case you don't like, you just go into their conduct and stuff like that. So that's I have no doubt he did all this. And that's bad. Yeah. Has very little to do with what Stephen Avery did or didn't do.
Correct. Yeah. So there's all that information that surely points to there's no way Stephen Avery could do this, right?
Right.
Now hear me out though. What if the filmmakers that made this documentary purposely left out evidence and details to make a more
views,
get more views, and just make more titillating.
Because hear me out,
TV show.
If they're like, did Stephen Avery do this? And someone's like, of course he did. His DNA is on the latch underneath the hood of her car. They'd be like, well, that's a short documentary.
Right.
Why don't we just leave that part out and then we can make 7 episodes?
Right.
All right.
Instead of 10.
Yeah.
So
10 episodes?
What makes a good show? Yeah, I believe it's 10. So what makes a good show? Like, people love DC movies. People love those Marvel movies.
Yeah.
We'll touch on it, I think, a little bit here. Not like big time, but people love a story with a hero and a villain.
Gotcha.
David versus Goliath.
Yeah.
So critics and legal experts have widely accused the Netflix documentary Making a Murderer of intentionally omitting key details to promote a specific narrative of Stephen Avery's innocence.
Gotcha.
While the filmmakers have defended their choices as necessary for brevity, prosecutors and others claim the omissions were a deliberate attempt to sway public opinion and create a compelling
10 episodes.
Biased.
10 episodes. You can't throw 30 seconds of, hey, by the way, his DNA
Right.
was underneath the
Plus,
hood.
I'm pretty sure he said
the latch. Yeah.
and he's got
Set
an
a
anger issue.
Set a cat on fire.
Robs people.
Yeah.
Like, he's a pretty shady guy. So accusations and omissions against the filmmakers.
Okay.
Withholding crucial evidence. We'll start with.
Of course.
So former prosecutor, your boy,
Yeah.
Ken Kravitz.
Ken Kravitz.
Kratz.
Oh, okay.
He's no relation to Lenny.
No, let it. No.
Yeah, since they don't have the same last name.
Yeah, or neither are Jewish.
But then again, I mean, who did that? Aldridge.
All right.
And other critics have pointed to numerous pieces of evidence that were not included in the documentary, which they argue would have painted a very different picture of Stephen Avery's involvement in the murder of Teresa Halbach.
All right. I'm excited about these.
We got you?
Yeah.
We got you hanging on here? Exclusion of Avery's past behavior, which we kind of were making fun of just now. So the series was also criticized for downplaying or omitting details about Avery's problematic past, including earlier accusations of assault. Some viewers felt this painted a misleadingly sympathetic portrait of him.
Correct.
Trying to, once again, paint him as a hero.
Because this is public.
A sympathetic figure.
They're public opinion.
Yeah.
Not law. So public opinion, they're like, oh, this guy, he got convicted. He's such a nice
look at him.
guy.
He's just a dumb little guy. Like,
yeah, dumb little guy set a cat on fire.
Right.
Like, he did.
I know.
Yeah.
Just the
Yeah.
little guy set a cat on fire.
Yeah.
Aw, and rub his head.
Yeah. Didn't he like hold his cousin at gunpoint and tried to force her to have sex with him and stuff like that?
Or he held like a gun to a pregnant lady's belly?
No, that's a different guy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Numerous one.
Yeah. Statues everywhere of him.
Yeah.
Okay.
The narrative focus for views.
Okay.
Critics contend that by leaving out more complex evidence, the documentary was streamlined into a compelling David versus Goliath story that captivated viewers. A subsequent documentary convicting a murderer, which we kind of talked about, your buddy Candace Owens,
Yeah.
was created to focus on the information that was allegedly left out of the Netflix series.
Okay. Which I did watch.
Yes, I did as well.
And then you also have that?
Daily Wire?
Yeah.
I might have actually, what we like to do to save some money is hypothetically, we wouldn't do this because it's probably wrong, but hypothetically, some of us will get some
Gotcha.
some will get the other apps, and then we'll share passwords. It started off, which led me to Convicting of Murder. There was another TV show you made me watch.
It's like, what is a woman? Am I racist?
No, not even all.
Lady Ballers?
Yes, the Lady
Yeah.
Baller show.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
Are we just shills for DailyWireRightNow.com?
We got our own agenda.
Enter code Conspiracy Brothers for 1 free month of DailyWire.com.
I'm trying to get sponsors, man. Where were you? Okay. So the filmmakers' defense.
Okay.
They came to their defense. So defense of brevity. The creators of the series, Laura Riccardi
Yeah.
and Maura Demos.
Damas.
You sure?
No.
Okay, cool. Have acknowledged they left out some evidence. They argue that it would have been impossible to include.
So hold on.
Yeah, no,
You're telling
no
me
bones about it.
2 women told a story,
And didn't tell the
left
truth.
out so many details that made them look bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Didn't tell the
Wild.
truth. It doesn't happen often.
Wild.
Doesn't happen every day in marriage. They left out some evidence. They argued that it would have. It gets better.
Good.
They argued that it would have been impossible to include every detail from a long and complex case within the documentary 10-episode format.
Okay.
So we want to make sure it gets it in 10 episodes, and we're going to leave this info out because we want to make it our story.
5 minutes could have been like, hey, his
He
DNA
might
was
have done it,
underneath
actually.
the hood, and it's over.
You might have done it, actually.
Yeah.
Focus on the state's case. The filmmakers stated they focused on what they considered the state's most compelling evidence. The state's. They only chose one. You only chose one side then. We only are compelled with the state's evidence. They also noted that Kratz refused to be interviewed for the documentary, which they said rendered his accusations of bias baseless. Or, I mean, you probably just don't want to be asked about the other stuff we talked about, first of all. focus on the criminal justice system. The filmmakers maintained their intent was to raise questions about the criminal justice system, particularly in light of Avery's previous wrong.
So they're saying
conviction.
they're saying, look, we know there's no connection between the two,
right?
but we'd like there to be one.
Hey, we're gonna make it before.
We're gonna make up an entire story.
They were wrong about it before.
Yeah. What are the other documentaries these two have made? None, because no one will give them. They are nobodies in the film industry because they made a horrible. They entertaining, but deceitful.
Yes,
and just not like. I would be like, I'm never watching anything they do again.
It's just funny. Like if I had the time or cared about anything in life, it would be awesome to watch it back to back. Watch Making a Murderer 10 episodes, and then right after that, watch The Convicting a Murderer.
Yeah, I've done that. Okay.
Kind of compare it.
Yeah.
So, in conclusion, the debate over whether details were left out for views is central to the broader discussion about the ethics and narrative construction of true crime documentaries.
Okay.
While it is certain that key details were omitted, the motivations behind these omissions are a matter of dispute. Ultimately, the documentary served its purpose as an explosive and engaging piece of media.
Okay. Yeah.
So, yeah.
They're like...
So it's similar to a movie based on a true story. Like,
yeah,
they tell you like we added some characters and this to make it more compelling and
which then
enjoyable.
It should not have been labeled a documentary.
No, it should be.
This was Hollywood fiction.
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. You should have got actors.
Yeah. They're like, hey, we based it off of
like the Ed
this
Gein thing that's going on now.
Yeah.
What Jax Teller is.
Yeah.
The killer.
And the biographers of Ed Gein are like, this is not at all accurate, and they're like, Netflix is like, yeah, we just kind of did a thing with him as the backdrop.
And we got a buddy, Tommy Kaz.
Yeah,
I'd be interested because he stated before that actually in college he did like extensive on Ed Gein and like knows a lot about it. So I actually curious. I'll have to ask him eventually, but I'm curious of what he thinks of this show and the.
Yeah, it's a show.
Yeah,
but that's what we watch. That's what Making a Murderer was too, a show, not a factual documentary.
Same thing. That series has like the Jeffrey Dahmer one is the same people that are doing this Ed Gein one did the Jeffrey Dahmer one, and it's like you said, it's a show. Just put actors in it.
Yeah.
It served its purpose. We said this success, however, came at the cost of being accused of journalistic bias and of creating a narrative that some believe oversimplified a complex legal case for a more dramatic and compelling.
Yeah, you're poison now to the movie industry. Nobody wants to touch you.
Yeah, I mean, no one's going to take you serious. You're not a documentary. You're a filmmaker.
Yes.
Yeah. So with all that being said, we got a lot of opinions on this.
All right.
We did some research. We know what the filmmakers think of what they did. We know possibly some things that they purposely did it. We know the actual case. We did some conspiracy on that. There's one entity out there that I'm really curious about what they think on both those topics.
Would this entity consume a ridiculous amount of water?
Yeah.
Would this entity create 74,600 photos of Mount Rushmore per day?
Okay.
Would this entity be ChatGPT, Conspiracy Brothers, ChatGPT, Conspiracy Brothers? Yeah.
Okay.
Brought to you by 23andMe.
How black are you?
All right.
So I asked them once again. I asked them a question. They tried to bow out.
Okay.
And like, I don't know, sissy. So I said, just flat out, do you think Stephen Avery killed Teresa Halbach?
Okay. And that's the first, or is that the one in the documentary?
This is the one in the documentary.
In the documentary, okay.
And ChatGPT says, I lean toward believing Stephen Avery did not kill Teresa Halbach.
Okay. Because it's based off of information that it can find, which is this documentary. Yeah.
Here's why. Too many pieces of evidence feel conveniently discovered, especially the car key appearing in plain sight after multiple searches. So ChatGPT, watch the documentary, and that's the info I got. The same sheriff's department Avery was suing for a wrongful conviction led much of the investigation, which is a huge conflict of interest.
Hey, true.
But who's supposed
Does nothing to do with him killing that woman.
That's true as well.
Yeah.
Brendan Dassey's confession, a cornerstone of the case, was obtained through highly coercive questioning, which is legal and what police do, and has been widely criticized by legal experts. I mean, not even police. You go like the military, they have like tactics where they are going to get info.
Oh, trust me, I know.
Are you allowed to talk about it?
No.
Okay. No clear DNA or forensic trail ties Avery directly to Halbach's murder site or vehicle interior beyond questionable.
Yes. No
samples.
DNA evidence from the documentary.
Beyond questionable samples, that doesn't mean he's innocent for sure, but the investigation was so flawed that I can't confidently say justice was done. But yes, go on.
Because it's omitted from the documentary, ChatGPT doesn't know about it.
They got all their info from.
Yes. Yeah, ChatGPT doesn't know about it. There was his DNA's on the latch underneath the hood of her car.
Where'd you see that at? The real documentary?
First, first I saw it in the Candace Owens things, but I had known about it because when it first came out, immediately I was like, no, he did this.
But yeah, I saw that.
And none of my friends were like, they're like, no, I don't think the guy from Serial did it either, because everything I think I believe, and I go blah blah blah, and I'm a stupid liberal.
Are you friends with Ken Kratz?
Yeah, and like they're like, no, man, everybody in jail's innocent unless they're white. Then wait, Stephen Avery was white. Oh no.
So what part of the country are these friends from?
I don't know, man. There's just I don't know.
Are they Cajun?
Cajun people. No, here's what's wild too about
Cajun people.
Why this caught so much steam is people are obsessed with like the Innocence Project and this idea that they're like, we convict too many people. Stephen Avery, last I checked, honky. If a honky is in prison, he did it.
Yeah, we're not looking to.
Yeah, this isn't a POC, a person of color. Now you have to get it in that order.
I was about to say, because if you reverse that,
a color of person.
Yeah, we're getting it. You're gonna get yourself in some fights, some situations.
Yeah. 13% of the time. Yeah.
But yeah, so what were you talking about even now? You got me scared.
That he did it.
Yeah.
Okay. He did it. And then what was the next thing? The DNA evidence. He had the DNA evidence. And people just want to romanticize this thing that everyone in prison is not guilty.
Right. That's what I was about to say. So that's where I was going with this. So what happened too is people want to seem smart and onto something.
Yes.
So now we watch this documentary, and what's cooler to just like, no, he
did it.
Effing guilty.
Yeah.
Or is it like, no, I watched this and now I've done my own investigation? No, you reread stuff on the internet that you already watched in the Netflix documentary. That's what you did.
Here's what's wild too.
Confirmation bias. First of all, you're looking for more evidence to say that he's innocent.
We did an episode about the moon landing, and we're like, oh, this was obviously fake.
Right.
Like, and we're talking about how fake. I'll guarantee you, anyone that's in there is like, no, it's happened, 100% happened. Blah, blah. Also says Stephen Avery didn't do it. Didn't you see the documentary? Like, so I'm like, you can't have both. Which one is it? Did we land on the moon? Or is Stephen Avery guilty?
Which one is it?
Can't have both. Can't have both.
Don't be a sissy.
Pick a side.
Man up.
Manitowoc up.
Be a man.
Manitowoc.
Manitowoc. Okay. So also ChatGPT, I'm interested in the other topic. Do you think the
Declaration of Independence
was signed? Do you think the documentary left out details and evidence on purpose for views?
What did it say?
What it said was, yes.
Done.
I think it definitely did leave out definitely leave out or frame certain details in a way that made Stephen Avery look more sympathetic and the authorities look more corrupt. One of the things was selective storytelling. The filmmakers admitted their goal wasn't to show every detail, but to highlight what they saw as systematic injustice. That means focusing on flaws in investigation rather than evidence that supported Avery's guilt. So it was just a one-sided witch hunt.
They were putting more so the criminal justice system on trial.
That also they went in there thinking Stephen Avery's innocent.
They were like, "Oh crap,
this is what we're going to prove our point."
They're like, "He isn't." Oh no, what do? We can't just not do the documentary.
So what we should do is not tell people about the other evidence.
And we only have 10 episodes. If there would have been 11 episodes, they'd have been like, oh, just kidding.
By the way,
he's guilty.
Those other 10
Yeah,
hours
yeah,
you just watched,
yeah,
pointless.
yeah.
The second thing, left out prosecution evidence.
Yeah.
Prosecutors and law enforcement later pointed out several things that weren't emphasized in the series. Avery's history of violent behavior and harassment towards women, additional forensic evidence that, while not ironclad, supported the state's case, such as traces of Teresa's DNA on items in his trailer and vehicle. Phone records suggesting Avery had been calling Hallback repeatedly.
Patch her into the podcast. Yeah.
So Teresa, back to that. So left out traces of Teresa's DNA on items in his trailer and vehicle.
Yeah, but think about how many traces of your DNA are.
Or as we talked about before, like in our dresser. Our dresser has a lot of evidence. I get what you're doing.
All right. Traces of DNA just sounds funny. Yeah.
S&C bathroom?
Yeah. Oh, geez. If anyone ever gets killed in that stall.
I'm going down. Just here. Lock you up.
They're like, on this wall, this wall.
Like, look, man, I had choices. I could do this, or I could go where there's no air conditioning and work.
Yeah.
All right. With Carlos.
Yeah.
Phone records suggesting Avery had been calling Hallback repeatedly as well. Editing for the narrative impact. The show was incredibly well produced, but that's also part of why it was so persuasive. It framed events to build suspense and outrage, which definitely helped it go viral.
Yep.
So yes, Making a Murderer was powerful journalism in one sense, but it was a story, and stories need villains and heroes.
Yeah.
It pushed a specific viewpoint for emotional and dramatic impact, but not pure objectivity.
Yeah. Which, it was powerful journalism minus the truth.
Right.
Yeah. That truth.
It
sometimes
was based on a true story.
Sometimes that truth can get in the way of your journalism.
Based on a true story. There were some facts.
Yeah.
Just the facts, man. That's a part of Modern Family episode.
Just the facts. Man, like this got serious for a second.
Yeah, I probably should scale back
Let's
a little. There's only one way to do
Let's give it some levity. I'm a grandfather. And to be a grandfather, first you must be a dad.
I'm a dad.
You're a dad.
Yeah.
We like jokes.
I like jokes. You're a comedian, for sake.
I'm a comedian.
Yeah. We love jokes. We love dads and we love jokes.
What about a dad joke?
I got a dad joke for you.
Sponsored by Subway Sandwiches. Are you at a Citgo gas station? Get a Subway sandwich today.
All right. So let me ask you a question.
Okay.
We're talking about the Making a Murderer, the guy Stephen Avery, right?
Gotcha.
A lot of family involved. Maybe they have game night.
Okay.
Why wouldn't Stephen Avery like to play Monopoly?
Why wouldn't Stephen Avery like to play? Is it the Monopoly, the board game, or the McDonald's game?
No, it's strictly the regular old-fashioned
board game with the dice.
Free parking or no free parking?
I'm not going to say because I'm not popular with this.
Is this the real conspiracy?
This is the real conspiracy. If we're playing with friends, we're just having some fun, do what you got to do. Throw the money in the middle. But if we're playing Monopoly, not even tournament style, just human style, no. Just a free spot, man.
Okay.
Just a free spot. And you can't just start getting thumbtacks and shit out when we run out of houses. Because part of the strategy is to build the houses.
On the right
don't upgrade them to hotels so that no one else can buy their houses. And if they can't buy their houses, they can't buy hotels. So there's no need to go from house to hotel because it's comparative.
Yeah, the price.
It's comparative. If they can't come up, you don't need to come up. Buy 4 houses, keep them on each property. You do that with 2 things, no one's buying houses. No one's getting a hotel. You're not going bankrupt. They are. They're going bankrupt. You're still rolling in the dough.
So how do you feel about Monopoly, like in general, though?
Hate it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So why doesn't Stephen Avery like to play Monopoly, though?
Why doesn't Stephen Avery like to play Monopoly?
Every time he picks up one of those cards,
yeah,
it just says go directly to jail.
Ding! He did it.
So what happened? He went to jail a lot.
Oh, he did it. Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah.
For many reasons.
Oh, yeah.
That he probably did all of.
He took a chance.
With that being said, we got ChatGPT's thoughts.
Okay.
We got Netflix thoughts.
Yeah.
I'm actually pretty curious of what you think and your opinion on Stephen Avery and his involvement.
I think Stephen Avery, I don't know about the first crime.
The grape?
Yeah. They said there's DNA of it, whatever. That's fine.
And what did we decide? He got exonerated?
I don't know.
Do we know what
If
exonerated
I know he
means?
was I do know exonerated.
Okay.
I don't know if it was like a technicality they got him out or whatever.
Speaking of technicalities, I said, do we know what exonerated means? You said you do.
So that's half of we.
So why don't you explain it for the people that don't know what it means?
That would mean your name is clear. You did not do it, and there's not. It's not that there's not enough evidence suggesting you're, not beyond a reasonable doubt. You absolutely did not do it.
100% how I would explain it as well. Because
Okay.
I knew what it meant as
Yeah,
well.
yeah, yeah. So I think he did the murder.
Okay.
I think here's where it gets worse. I think the documentary people didn't think he did.
Okay.
Started their project, realized, oh no, he did. This is a completely dishonest piece of work. And it's not only.
Totally thought you were going to call him something else. Like you were talking about him.
Oh, no.
He's a totally dishonest piece.
It's a dishonest piece of work. It's a disservice. Here's the biggest part. The victim got justice. And they are trying to take that justice away from her.
Family.
So these two women are pieces of crap, if you ask me. Dishonest hacks that call themselves journalists, but don't behold themselves to the truth. Other than that, they probably make a decent Apple turnover, but they are not journalists. I have no idea. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever.
Really, to piggyback you, everything you already just previously stated, I agree with.
Okay.
They're horrible humans.
Bad people.
Out to make money.
Yes.
They did it.
Yeah.
They got what they wanted,
yes.
for sure. I don't know if it's an interesting point what you just brought up. Like maybe they really already thought this.
Yes.
And then going into it, we're like, oh crap, we gotta leave that out, and then start realizing, man.
But here's the thing. Other than like a narcissist gaslighting man, a man gets into something and he's like, oh, I was wrong. And he's like, hey, let's turn this project into
my answer being right now.
Yeah, being like, we can even turn it on ourselves.
Yeah.
And be like, hey, the documentary can be, we were looking into it and then we realized that he did do it. So then the project can be about journalism and like how you don't follow a lead, you follow the evidence.
Right.
A woman will never do that.
Yeah, it's a horrible.
They went on beelines.
Do that just for money and stuff.
Yeah.
And I probably would have done it too.
Yeah. Oh, you would have?
If I could make the money they did.
You can still make money. They already
make
paid.
Myself be right.
They already
but
paid
I want
you.
to be right too.
All right.
Right.
I would, once I found out he did it, I would have been like, oh, we got to make a spin on this. We got to turn the project into something else.
And this is what we're doing here. You're trying to go hero. I'm going villain.
Gotcha. And we need one of each.
Right. And we want to make compelling content.
Yeah.
So, but something else we talked about earlier plays a effect in my thinking too is the fact that they had him. They knew he did it.
Yeah.
They just didn't have all the evidence that could. So I think he did it. He was guilty.
I agree.
And I think same way. What was the OJ detective Mark Furman?
Mm-hmm.
Same concept. I think planted some evidence to make sure they could.
Oh, Mark Furman didn't plant the evidence. He was racist, and they found out. I can't believe
he was the one that
he was the lead detective. No, he was the lead detective.
Okay.
And his team found the glove. And so they're like, but you're racist. And he goes, I've never said the N-word. And they're like, in that chair.
Right. But no, yeah, I think
oh, you've never said
Mark
Furman, you've never said the N-word? Okay, imagine you being cut off in traffic right now. Gotcha.
Yeah, nothing makes you more. No. But yeah, evidence might have been planted to help push along the case. Or,
the key's fishy to me even. But
your suggestion of how the key might have gotten there is also plausible.
Yeah, if you hit it in the not on the shelf, in the bookcase because you're trying to hide it. My only thing with
that is how if Stephen Avery was going to hide something, you think he would be smart enough even to like behind, I don't know.
That would be exactly where a dumbass would hide it.
Under his mattress or his pillow.
This was his shining moment of brilliance of hiding it kind of in a bookshelf instead of burning it.
Under the mattress is his style.
I think he left it
inside his pillowcase.
I think he left it in the ignition.
Okay.
Yeah. I do think the key was planted.
All right. So, but yeah, that's so I agree with the stuff you said. And then to add on to it, what we just said earlier, I think it's a case of we know he's guilty. We got almost all the right evidence. It's just not. we got enough. We got some evidence, but it's not the one that's going to tell these 12 people that's going to convince them to undoubtedly.
And here's the problem: sometimes police use bad judgment when planting evidence.
Right.
If the key's in the ignition, what do they have to do? Take it out of the ignition. So now they got to wipe it completely clean, and they have to put his on there. So they used bad judgment planting that piece of evidence.
What if they remixed that key in the ignition?
Hot and fresh out the kitchen?
Yeah. Roll on your body.
Speaking of wrongly convicted.
That's right. Ooh, a little bit
I locked the girl in the basement.
This is not America.
Yeah. Hey, let's end this happy.
Okay.
New segment.
All right.
Top 5.
Top 5.
Dylan.
Dylon.
Yeah.
Spit hot fire.
Yeah. You're going to get the Conspiracy Brothers. Top 5. Top 5. Conspiracy Brothers. 5.
5 on it.
I've got 5 on it.
Oh, I went there too. High 5.
High 5. Jackson 5.
Usually fits me, but high 5 for the top
Jackson
5.
5. The Aldrich 5. All right. So let's fire off a snack cake draft. You want to draft first, or do you want me to get the second and third, or do you want the second and third? I've done no research into this.
Neither have I.
We're gonna fire it off too. We're not gonna play around on this. We're running. We're running tight.
This is your baby. What do you want?
First go.
Go at it.
Give me Snickers.
Snickers is a good one.
Yeah. You get the next 2.
I'm gonna surprise you because you'll never see it coming because you made a rule, and I'm gonna go Reese Cups.
Got it. You got it. Oh, never follow the rules, especially if you're making a documentary about a murderer.
And then what I'm gonna do right after that is I know what your next choice is gonna be because you said it earlier, and I'm gonna take Kit Kat.
Nice.
Reese's Cup, Kit Kat.
I'm about to get shellacked.
Yes.
I've only got a Snickers. And my next up, I got to go with the goat and go, like, now we're into the snack cake.
Let's do a snack cake.
What's even good snack cake? Does a Twinkie count? Does anyone like?
You said no Twinkies.
I said no Twinkies.
Starting now, we're going by the rules.
Does anybody even like Twinkies?
They're convenient.
So I got Snickers. You popped off 2 bangers back to back.
You didn't see it coming because you said we couldn't pick them.
Yeah, you're in my head right now. Give me
Cerebral Assassin.
Yeah, man. I'm still shook. Give me a Butterfinger, I guess. I don't
know.
I'm choking at this point. Yeah.
Wow. I'm gonna go snack cake.
Okay.
We can't do Twinkie, so give me the ho-ho.
Man, I'm getting worked.
I'm getting
worked here. You went ho-ho. Give me the ding dong. Just give me the ding dong.
You want that ding dong?
I want that ding dong in my mouth.
Cream-filled ding dong?
Yeah.
Do you think you could one bite of ding dong?
I could fit a whole ding dong in my mouth, even a brown one.
So you tell me you could get a whole chocolate ding dong in your mouth at one time?
Man, there's been nights I've had a whole bunch of ding dongs in my mouth, and then they come out of your butt later.
In the output. Right?
Yeah.
In your mouth, out your butt.
Yeah.
At least you didn't get the ding dong the wrong way. You know?
The guy's pee was coming out of her nose.
Top 3. We're cutting it off, man.
All right.
It's getting
good segment.
Trust me. Okay.
I got worked in that one.
All
right. So we both kind of landed on ding dongs. We both kind of landed on ding dongs. Sat there for a while, and then sitting on it.
You even did the whistle.
All right. In conclusion, we think he did it. We kind of think there was funny business with the.
Yeah.
That's where our common ground.
We even learned what exonerated me. Well, they learned what exonerated me.
All right. So thank you for watching.
Yes.
Thank you anyone who's ever commented with or without autism, liked any of the videos, subscribed to the YouTube page. Thank you for that. I've toured the country as a stand-up comedian. It's kind of a solo gig. It's you on your own. And ever since I've gotten into the performing arts, I've always wanted to do a project with my brother. I think he's one of the funnier guys in the world. He's always got witty comebacks. He's funny. And this, as it grows, we'll get some ad revenue out of it. It will let me do a sustained project with my brother, which I've always wanted to do. So from the bottom of my heart, I thank you all.
Yes.
Please like, please subscribe, please hit over the Spotify, Apple Podcasts. We're a young podcast.
Daily Wire.
We're starting to grow, and there'll be Patreon, there'll be all that, but for now it's just listen. No, there will be.
Yeah.
For now it's listen, share, like. We're growing, we're new, and I thank you so much for being a part of that. Adam, do you have anything to add?
I just really.
We are out of time today. Hit us next week when we talk about celebrity murders
Celebrity murders
on Conspiracy Brothers.